Hello everybody, let's solve Leetcode 2933. This problem, let us understand the problem first by the examples given. So, in the question, we are given an array. In the array, we have a list of employee name and the time at which the employee has accessed the system. So, for example, employee A has accessed the system at 5:49, at 5:32, and at 6:21. Similarly, employee B has accessed the system at 4:57 and at 5:40. Now, what we have to return is if any employee has accessed the system three or more than three times within a 1 hour time. So, as you can see, employee A has accessed at 5:32 once and at 5:49 and at 6:21. So, within 1 hour, that is from let us say 5:32 to 6:31, he has already accessed three times. So we will return employee A as a solution. We are not returning employee B as he has only accessed two times in total. Let us consider this example as well. Let us see employee CD. At what all times did he access? At 10:25, at 10:46, at 10:55. That's it. Okay, so as we can see, within a span of 60 minutes, that means from 10:25 to 10:55, less than 60 minutes, he has accessed three times. So in our vector, for sure, CD we have to send, and AB, it's at 10:25, at 11:24, and at 11:20. So if I start at 10:25 to 11:24, okay, this is exactly 1 hour apart, and in this one, he has accessed three times. So the answer here becomes CD and AB. So the vector which we need to return is this one. So this is the problem. So how do we go about solving this question? So first thing we want to notice is for, let us say, CD, we have three options, which is 10:25, 10:46, and 10:55. How would I compare that if this time and this time is it falls within 60 minutes or not? So what I'll do is I convert this time as minutes, everything into minutes. So for example, 10 hours means 10 into 60 plus 25, which would be 625. And in this case, 10 into 60 plus 46 minutes. So that is 646. And finally, it would be 655. Now, I can easily see if the smallest and the largest difference between the minute is less than 60, that means there are three elements between this and is a valid solution. That's why what we would like to do is convert the given time in string. That means the first two characters is hours, the next second two characters is minutes. Take the first two characters, convert it to an integer and multiply by 60. So we get the final time in minutes. After all the conversion happens, what we would do is just as shown on the screen, we want a map between the given employee names and the access time. That is, CD is the key and it is pointing to a vector of time, but this time in minutes. For example, there is another key in the map AB with the time as 10:25, 11:24, and 11:20. What we would do is we would sort this vector into ascending order and we'll start selecting three elements, and if the first element and the last element, the difference between the time of these three elements, if it is less than 60, we can add that particular employee name into our answer. Let us see how to code this problem. Now let us see how to code this problem. First, I will define the answer which we need to return. So vector of string of answer. Now let us define the map, an unordered map, unordered map between string and vector of integer map. Here the string would be the name of the employee and vector of int is the time which is converted into minutes. Okay, so first we will fill this one for each. Let us say x is the element from the access time. Access times means and our hours would be the second element x of 1. The substring is the first 2. So starting at 0 of length 2. This is my hours, and string minutes would be same x of 1 but substring from 2 of length 2. Okay, now our total minutes would be converting the string to integer stoi of hours and multiply this with 60 plus convert the string to integer of minutes. Great. Now we will push back our umap of the name of the string is x of 0, the employee, and to this employee we are pushing back the time, total minutes, total min. Okay, now our unordered map is ready. Now in for each employee we need to see if he has accessed the system 3 times within the span of 1 hour. Now for auto, P is the pair in our unordered map. If first of all, if the number of access times is less than 3, that means p dot second dot size. If it is less than 3, definitely we don't have to consider this employee. So we just continue. Else it is more than 3. First I want to sort the current access times. So p dot second dot begin, comma p dot second dot first. Okay, great. Now we need to check, need to find 3 elements. If 3 elements lie in an hour gap, okay, 3 elements in an hour gap. Let us say there is a function called is valid. I'll write the helper function and we'll pass this vector. If it is a valid, that means it has found 3 access times within a span of 1 hour. I will put the answer of p dot first, the employee name, into our answer, and we return answer. We have to define this function is valid. Okay, so it is defining a boolean is valid, and it is taking a vector of integers and will pass as a reference. That's why we'll put an ampersand over there, and let us call it times as we are sending the times. Now for int I is equal to 0, I is traversing times dot size, but we don't have to traverse until the end because we have to consider only three elements. So I will traverse until the last third element and I plus plus. Now if my current last element, that is times of I plus 2, okay, minus the current element times of I, if this value is less than 60, then I return true. We are not considering I plus 1 because the array is already sorted. So this would be lying in between. I plus 2 would be the third access time. This is the first access time. If this between these two is less than 60, we returning true. Otherwise, you return false. Okay, let us run the code. Okay, line 24, sort p dot second dot begin. Sorry, this should be end. Begin and end. Okay, run. Okay, great. Let us submit and see. It's accepted. Thank you so much for watching until the end. Have a good day.